What is up, my fellow Exandrians? Welcome to Table Ready. My name's Noah, and this is the Critical Review, where I critically review all the episodes of Campaign 3 of Critical Role. Now, all of my reviews should be taken with the same amount of seriousness as this sweater. I made it about a year ago, but I still like it, and if you're interested in getting one, then go down to the link down in the description. You can pick it up on Amazon. Now, all that silliness aside, let's get into episode 40. Last we left the party, they were off to Imogen, and Imogen was speaking to her mother through sending spells. Imogen keeps trying to pry any bit of useful information out of her mother, but she's utterly unuseful. She essentially says, sorry for being gone for so long. I gotta say, we got absentee parents out the wazoo up here. Imogen basically wastes all of her sending spells trying to reach out to her mom, which leads to this clip.
You hear her voice in your head once more. She casts a sending spell in your direction.
She's got powers.
Well, yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure that we all already knew that her mother had powers from the books that they picked up in the library back in Marquette. 4 out of 10 for trying to bring the hype for a moment that really doesn't deserve it. It's a little bit of a pet peeve of mine with the Critical Role cast is that everything gets hyped to a degree that it really doesn't need to sometimes. Like even the ending of this episode, it was like, oh, this is crazy, it's over, but really it was just a logical conclusion to the ending and felt a little bit forced. On to the next clip.
She said she got away from me because she was a danger to me, and she didn't want me to suffer the same fate as her, and she inflicted a curse upon me, and...
You know, some people call the gift the burden of what I have a curse, but I don't look at it that way. I mean, I think some people can actually remove it. Do you think you could remove your powers?
I don't know.
Would you even want to?
At this point?
Is that how it goes?
Yes. I don't know if I would. I don't think so anymore. There was certainly a time, but that's before.
Okay. Yeah, 7 out of 10 to Chet for picking this up. It's really kind of a bugaboo in 5e that curses are fairly easy to get rid of. Remove curse, I'm pretty sure, is a 3rd level spell, which is not that difficult to get access to. So it really does come down to asking the question, if this is a curse, like your mother said, would you want it removed? I like that both Imogen and Chetney are holding on to their curses or their burdens. That kind of relieves some of the pressure that comes with having an unwanted curse that's easily resolved in a world full of magic. It's like, no, I actually would like to keep this, and so we're moving forward and just ignoring remove curse. Next, I didn't include the clip here because it was kind of hard to hear what he was saying, but I give Matt an 8 out of 10 for texting Robbie to get a response to the message rather than coming up with something for Dorian to say. It's just a cool thing to include previous characters in the current campaign. I love that communication. I'm sure that Robbie loved that too.
It's a 3d6 plus an additional d8 because of your wildfire spirit.
Is this also a ranged weapon? Just because
Because of the sneak attack.
I took a level in Rogue.
I'll get you.
6 out of 10, Fearne. Take that level in Rogue. I actually really enjoy that the party is multi-classing and not completely optimizing their builds across the board. It's fun, it's cool. I do love that, you know, she's terrible at stealing things, which is kind of the thing that she wants to do, so she takes a level in Rogue. Although I don't think it's going to be as optimal as if she would have taken it at level 1 and then taken the rest of her levels in Druid. Chetney displays a desire to reach out to the Gorgon Day, a group of werebeasts that can help him tame his own beast, but the party has some concerns and voices them here.
Like, oh no, we can't control ourselves. Ah!
Sure, I mean, that's the negative way to approach it, or we can have a positive outlook and it could be like a fucking party. Just a bunch of really awesome werewolves living in high society, functioning at an exceptional level.
The answer is pretty much.
Animal behaviors at play, does that mean that you're going to have to challenge the alpha for respect? Or
No, not unless I wanted to be the alpha.
you are the alpha? It doesn't say that on your arm?
Recognize the alpha. I mean, no, most people would not look at me and think, yep, there goes an alpha. You have to find it inside of yourself. You don't have to be subservient to anyone. But that doesn't mean we're going to not be subservient to the Gorgine, because they'll fucking tear our heads off.
All right.
Right. It's I don't want to lead them. I want to learn from them, I think, and maybe recruit them into our cause. But
I really appreciate that Chetney was like, no, not at all. I'm really just interested in learning, because if it did turn into a jostling for head honcho position, like this battle of the alphas type thing, it would feel a little bit too familiar and too similar to some of his previous story arcs, which I won't spoil here. Watch campaign 1.
Prepped wood in blocks.
oh yes,
And you're just surrounded by it.
yeah.
That's a cabin.
A cabin. I have a dream.
Taliesin, 10 out of 10. Holy crap. This is perfect and my type of sense of humor. I absolutely love that he completely trivialized what Chetney's passion was. It's a cabin. So after some conversations, the party does all come together and decides, yeah, let's go ahead and try to reach out to these beasts. And Chetney knows the way to do that is to howl.
We want to give a sense of strength as we howl. Just watch, and I'll grab like my Adam's apple, and I'll just rip down my body like a zipper on a hoodie.
Letters, do you know what a wolf is?
They get a reply, and sure enough, they decide they need to go down to the ground level in order to, meet this pack or this group of lycanthropes that Chetney's so excited to learn from. They wait inside of an old abandoned tower, which leads to this funny downtime moment.
All right, I need some music.
Okay.
Disjointed, horrifying, like disjointed, horrifying, like disjointed, horrifying, like. No, it's real bad. It's incomprehensible.
This seemed completely random, and I just liked it. I thought it was hilarious that on the spot they could just improv a little beat session like that. So I'll give it a 6.5. Shortly after this moment, we are approached by the group of lycanthropes led by Annalyn, who was going by a codename before, but that's really not important. Annalyn leads the party to Brannock, the home of a bunch of lycanthropes. There doesn't appear to be any children, and it seems as though they keep things pretty under wraps and really just work together to keep this commune healthy and happy, safe, and keep others safe from them. It's here that Chetney brings up some concerns. First, with the Moon of Ruidus giving some added issues and forcing him to lose control. But they haven't succumbed to the thirst or the hunger the same way that Chetney did. Luckily, Chetney didn't turn anyone, because if he does, they're going to kill him. The group offers Chetney some training in order to tame the beast a little bit more and maybe even give him some access to some stronger abilities, but it would take a long time. Instead, he's looking for a shortcut, and they offer a lifeline.
Do you know of Sayadam?
No, I don't.
The keeper of the savage heart. Sidon is a powerful ancient spirit of these jungles. She is the protector of both hunter and prey, to maintain the balance of the living jungle. We shun magic that harms the natural order. Some say that the spirit has always existed. Others believe that it is a vigilant spirit under Seratani. Seratani is the Marquesian name for the Wild Mother. I wonder if maybe it has more wisdom to share for your predicament than we do, since you are in such a hurry to do such big things.
This gets a 9 out of 10 for me. I love that the lore is being made present and digestible, but I also like that the DM is getting a player involved with a god, and let me explain why. In D&D 5e, alignment means basically nothing. There's no real guiding principle there, it's ambiguous, and most people find it frustrating or have their own definitions for alignment and how much it will or will not impact the game. I would propose a different type of rule. Instead of worrying so so much about alignment, let's ask our players to pick a deity. Then it's not a simple matter of chaotic good or lawful evil, but what are the tenets that you personally find valuable? Which god would you select based on the things that are important to your character? This does more than give the vaguest sense of guidelines, but actually gives you some modes and motifs for decision making, and that I appreciate. If you agree or disagree, feel free to go down and drop a comment, and if you like this video, let me know by making a mage hand out of the like button. And if you enjoy watching Critical Role content like this, hit subscribe. I'd appreciate it. Alright guys, I may or may not see you this week. I have some challenging things coming up. I'll let you know about it later, but yeah, thanks for watching. Peace.
Welcome to the Gorgine.